Welcome back to my channel. It's Lauren Roscoe, and today we're doing a glass hair tutorial while we yap about life. We're gonna wash with Blonde Pop by IGK. Alternate using the purple shampoo and conditioner with the legendary hydrating shampoo and conditioner. This is how I keep my hair from getting too brassy. Going in with a ton of conditioner. It's a peaceful morning in our loft. I'm gonna make some breakfast. I eat the same thing every day, 2 eggs and toast. All right, this is what we're starting with. Sean and I have so much going on this year. It is absolutely insane. All right, always starting with a heat protectant. This is my favorite. It's a 4-in-1 prep spray, so it detangles, heat protects, defrizzes, and adds shine all in one. Good behavior by IGK. I don't know if I posted about this, but Sean actually started a new job this year, and luckily he's working out of a WeWork space that's walking distance from our apartment, so that's been really nice. But we're also doing this IVF situation, and obviously we already did one transfer in December, and I lost the baby at 11 weeks, but that was kind of a lot at the same time as him starting a new job. And then we're also building a house. Crazy, I'm really excited to build the house, but at the same time, I'm trying to be present and soak up these last months that we're in this loft. So before we talk about the house, let's do an IVF update. I had a hysteroscopy procedure done. That's where they basically put a camera up into your hoo-ha and see what's going on in your uterus. Turns out all this time, I had something called, something called a septum in my uterus, which is like a piece of tissue that's kind of dividing your uterus, which makes it difficult for an embryo to implant. And even though mine did implant, apparently it implanted right on the septum. It wasn't getting the nutrients it needed, or it wasn't able to grow like past a certain size. All right, we're gonna do a rough blow dry before I put in my smoothing spray. We're gonna get it to where it's just damp. I think that's good. We're gonna clip up the top half. So although I hate that I had a septum and I did have a surgery to remove it, there's a part of me that is just so thankful to have some sort of answer, because that unknown was so hard. Losing an IVF baby at 11 weeks is actually pretty rare. Like, the doctors tell you, okay, like, you've graduated from the IVF clinic. There's like a 1% chance you're gonna lose it at this point. I've gotten a lot of DMs of people saying, aren't you kind of mad that like your doctor didn't check to see if you had this in the first place before like wasting an embryo? Maybe because they don't want to put you under anesthesia unnecessarily if they don't have to. But in this weird, twisted, messed up way, it still kind of feels like everything that has happened was meant to happen. And I know that sounds crazy, but since I had my miscarriage, I feel like I've experienced so much life. I've grown so much closer to my audience, and I've reached a lot of moms who have miscarried, heard so many amazing stories. Sean and I have grown closer than ever before, and I really am just trusting in divine timing. I feel like when I finally get my babies, I'm gonna look back and be like, I can't imagine it any other way. All right, let's blow dry this hair and we'll keep going. This smoothing spray is one of the most unbelievable products on the market. This is a salon grade keratin treatment in a bottle. Spirulina protein and bonding polymers. I don't know what that means. I just know if you have wavy, frizzy hair, you will lose your mind at the results of this product. Spray it on my damp hair. It does have a very strong smell, and you just blow dry it into your hair. Look at this. I have not used a flat iron. I didn't even use like a round brush or any tension whatsoever. This is how straight and smooth it dried. My bottom half is done. We're gonna unclip the top half and keep going. Spray in the Good Behavior smoothing spray. Go to town. It's mind-blowing every time. I haven't even put any sort of heat tool over it yet. This will last days in the Georgia humidity. Before we style, let's talk about what's next, because I know y'all have been praying for me, and that makes me so happy. I'm so thankful. We do have more embryos frozen, so I am currently prepping for my next transfer, and I feel really hopeful now that we kind of got to the bottom of what was going on. Right now, I'm on estrogen and progesterone in pill form, and then once I start my period, my doctor will send me my protocol. If I had to guess, I would say my transfer is gonna be somewhere around the week of May 20th. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I'm not gonna wait until, 12 weeks to announce it this time. I need all the prayers I can get. So I'm just gonna take you along for the ride. I feel so much less pressure this time. Honestly, if it takes, great. If it doesn't, fine, we'll keep going. My hair is already heat protected because both of these products have a heat protectant in it. So we're gonna go in with my hot brush and just turn under the ends and make it look more like a professional blowout. This tool cool. It's so easy for those of us that are not professional at blowouts. It just kind of finishes off your ends. So pretty. As far as the house, a lot of you have asked, like, when is it going to be done? So we broke ground in February 2025, and our builder is saying anywhere between 8 to 12 months. I don't want to get my hopes up, and I know how construction goes. I'm leaning more towards the 12 months. So hopefully it'll be done at the beginning of 2026. Which, if you think about it too, like, timing even for that might work out to be even better, because if this transfer takes, then I'll also give birth around that time, and we might just be able to move right into our new house instead of having a baby in this tiny apartment, which I know is fine. Like, you don't need a ton of room for a newborn baby, but it might be nice. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We haven't even done the shine spray yet. I talked about this at the beginning of the video, but my biggest thing right now is just trying to stay present and stay grateful for what I already have. For example, my parents always joked and said that the most like fun time of their life was when they lived in their shitty, like, roach infested apartment. And I think that's so cute, because it's like you have no responsibilities, no kids, no big mortgage. And I feel like that's where we're at right now. And I really want to make sure that we soak up our final year, I guess, of freedom without having to think about another human and just enjoy life. And I'm also a big believer that you're not going to be blessed with more if you're not thankful for what you already have. It's like when you say, oh man, I really would like a bigger house. God is like, what are you talking about? The house you have now is trashed. You don't even take care of that one. Why would you be blessed with more? I need to take care of myself, because if I don't take care of myself, how can I take care of another human also? And I know people do it every day and make it work, but I just want to give my child the best possible scenario and life ever. Although they call me geriatric at my IVF clinic because I'm 36, I do think that that is a perk of having kids in your 30s. You really are ready and you want them so badly. Kind of set your life up for them, which is really sweet and exciting. This blowout is the absolute shit. Add a little bit of flexible hairspray to these ends just so that they stay bouncy and separated. IGK Good Behavior Flexible Hairspray, smells great. And then we're gonna finish with one of my favorite products of all time, Disco Disco Clear Gloss Shine Spray. Watch this. Glass. Do you know how hard it is to get a shine band on blonde hair that's been bleached? Look at this. Ah, it's a dream. I also got my hair cut by the founder of IGK months ago, and this is how good it still looks. Thanks for chatting with me while I do my hair. Thank you for praying for me. Thank you for all the sweet messages. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to share what's next with you.